Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Open for Correction. I'm Ryan. And I stand to be corrected when I say this is a hard job. This is a hard job. This is a very hard job. I'm not gonna lie to you. This is a second shoot. Yesterday I shot an episode, but you can't do this thing when you don't have energy. You can't like if you wake up on the wrong side of the bed, if your mood is just a bit off, you understand? I now understand why TV presenters done that thing, dog. You understand? Like I think I might also need it because yesterday I couldn't do this. I genuinely couldn't do this. Like you sit there, you see me, you watch me talk, and you think that you can just come here, like bro, like this is the equivalent of trying to. Now I know for a fact I do not stand to be corrected when I say this that you can't hold a conversation. You put if we put you in front of people, you won't be able to entertain them or keep them hooked to whatever you are saying. You understand? Now, you need to be a certain type of breed to accomplish such. You feel me? And however, every dog has its day, and yesterday was not my day. You feel me? So this is a second shoot. Um, but in all seriousness, and obviously I'm joking, but like, thank you episode 6. Thank you guys for supporting me so far, supporting me up until now. Last week's episode was one of the books. It's definitely an episode I'll forever remember. Despite the fact that it was my first episode with a guest, it done numbers relative to my other videos. You understand? And obviously, I was now conflicted. I was now like, this week I was like, should I spam guests? Should I just every week guest, or should I do it occasionally? You understand? And I prefer that we have this more than we have guests. You understand? Um, expect more guests on the show in the near future. You feel me? But until then, it's you and I, like this. You feel me? And let's get into it. You feel me? Let's get into it. Now, I'm not gonna lie. Part of the reasons why yesterday I couldn't shoot a video or I couldn't shoot an episode or I didn't have, let me just say this. I shot an episode, but the shit I was talking about, dog, like I'm looking back at it and I'm like, I fuck. We're gonna talk about it, but like it's just that I was so unmotivated. You feel me? I was so unmotivated. But anyways, there was been a person the past week who's been, when I plan out an episode, usually I just go on X, I see what people are talking about, I have conversations with my friends, I watch other podcasts to see what they're getting wrong and what they're not getting wrong, I saw open chats talking about something. We're gonna get into it later, we're gonna get into open chats later, open chats podcast. But right now, what is on the top of my mind, the person who's really like, I really want to talk about this person, dog. I'm not gonna lie. Elon Musk. Fuck Elon Musk. Yes, fuck Elon Musk. Like, like I said, when I prepare episodes, I go through X and I basically just look for what's interesting that week or topics that people are gravitating towards that week. But last week, as I was going through X, there's been one member just keep on popping up, saying, reposting, retweeting, re-Xing, whatever you want to say, whatever you want to call it, some bullshit. Like some bullshit. You feel me? Some bullshit. And this person is Elon Musk. Now, Elon Musk for the past week, not even past week, past months, not even fucking months, dog, past few years. You understand? Ever since Trump got into office, and even before that, has been supporting this rhetoric that there is a white farmer genocide in South Africa. You understand? Now, it doesn't take 2 seconds. It doesn't take 5 seconds for you to do a quick to do for you. My nigga, you don't have to be a private investigator. You don't have to be a journalist with a degree to see that there is no white genocide, white farmer genocide in South Africa. You really don't. You understand? This is Elon Musk. Ties to the government has Grok. Even Grok will tell you there's no white fucking genocide in South Africa, bro. What really gets to me, what really gets to me, dog, is the the complaints he has about South African laws. Elon Musk has been calling current South Africa apartheid 2.0. Fuck that nigga, bro. You understand? He has been calling South Africa, mind you, current South Africa, apartheid 2.0. This was someone. Elon Musk was born in the 1970s, dog, in South Africa. He was born during apartheid. You understand? Some would say during the peak of apartheid. He was born there. You understand? He went to school under the apartheid system. He saw what was happening under the apartheid system. And he still chooses to call current South Africa apartheid 2.0. Do you understand how much of a racist fuck you have to be to even say something such so outlandish, bro? You feel me? Like this nigga. Fuck this nigga. Now, the reasons he's saying this, or the reasons he's calling South Africa or current South Africa apartheid 2.0, is because South Africa currently has certain laws and policies, or let me say the current government has instilled certain laws and policies concerning black economic empowerment, aka BEE. In the context of a country where for almost half a decade, black people, not half a decade, fuck, what am I saying? For almost half a century, black people were held back from buying land, held back from starting businesses, held back from, not held back, dog, blocked. Not help, I'm using the wrong words here, blocked. Those niggas were blocked, bro. You could not like you could, and someone was gatekeeping you. No, they were literally gatekeeping you, dog. They were like, no, you are not on the list. You understand? Your color, you got too much melanin to be buying land. You got too much melanin to be owning such businesses. You got too much melanin to get government tenders. You got too much melanin to walk around here, gang, go back to your place. You feel me? Elon Musk knows this. He grew up during the system. You feel me? There's two things. It's either that this nigga has no empathy at all, or he had no empathy at all during that time. I don't know if he even saw a black person during that time. He probably did. He probably had a black helper. Yes, he probably had a black helper, black everything. His dad, bro. Elon Musk's dad has killed black people. He has killed black people. So of course, Elon Musk, I'm just trying to paint a picture to you of what Elon Musk's perspective of black people could be. You feel me? It's not good. It's not good. It's not a good perspective. It's a fucked up perspective. You understand? Hence, he's a racist. And but there are two types of racists. There are different types of racists. There are the unintentional racists, where racism is due to conditioning, or just it's not, you feel me? Then there's the Elon Musk racism, where it's ignorance, where you deciding, you're making the conscious effort of being racist. That's what Elon Musk is doing, gang. You feel me? That's what Elon Musk is doing, gang. And I know this conversation, fuck, what was I saying a few minutes ago? I don't know. But this nigga gets me mad, bro. This nigga gets me mad. So back to the BEE thing. Elon Musk, any black South African or any person who went through the struggle who's alive today will tell you that BE is very much necessary. Such policies and laws are very much necessary. And it's not saying, mind you, BE is not saying sell your company to a black person or give black person majority of your company. My nigga, it's just saying go into partnership with a black person. At least 30%, 30% partnership. 30 fucking percent, gang. You understand? You got Amazon, Microsoft, Google, they all operate in South Africa under those laws. You feel me? And you know what's the most heartbreaking thing? When I was a young boy, or when I was younger, you know, ambitious teenager, you feel me, looking into the future, wanting to be a billionaire. Bro, there was a time where Elon Musk was cool. You feel me? We used to see this nigga as like Tony Stark. You feel me? Like, yo, this nigga's building rockets. This nigga's sending cars to space. This nigga's making cars that drive themselves, dog. You feel me? Tony Stark shit. Building tunnels under cities and all that. Are you crazy? You feel me? And yet, it was also a billionaire. You feel me? I think the one thing that myself and other black African like teenage boys, one like we look up to Elon Musk because one thing we related to, or one thing that like if we saw Elon Musk, there's one thing that we always related to, and that was he was born in Africa. He was born right around the corner. You know, that is something that we related to in a sense as naive young boys looking up to this guy who we see as Tony Stark, the real life Iron Man. You feel me? Until the mask came off and we saw the true Elon Musk. You feel me? He's a racist cunt, a racist motherfucker, that guy. Another thing that was going crazy was Julius Malema's 5-year prison sentence. Now, I'm seeing split hairs on Twitter, on X. You feel me? I'm seeing a lot of sides of public reaction. I thought there should be only one. In my opinion, we should like I see it for what it is. You feel me? But that's when now I'm learning that you see, people can have perspectives. No, POVs can be very different. We can see the same thing and niggas can get 5 stories from it. You feel me? Let's get the facts down real quick. Julius Malema did shoot a firearm at a political rally in the air. That's a crime. Every forum are the one that laid the criminal charges or inspired or motivated that action be taken against Julius Malema. You understand? Every forum. Julius Malema was found guilty of committing said crime. Julius Malema was sentenced according to said crime. Those are the facts. You commit the crime, someone lays charges or whatever, you go to court, you get sentenced. No more procedure. I thought that's how we all seeing it. He done something wrong, he spends the time. That's how I'm seeing it, gang. Like, you feel me? Until I open Twitter. This thing has become very, very political. Very, very political. Very political. Now you're talking about, hey, there's a persecution of Pan-African leaders. Hey, they're trying to silence Julius Malema. Hey, what, hey. Nigga, you got niggas comparing Julius to Nelson Mandela, bro. Like, guys, 5 years and 27 years is 2 different things. And the reasons for going to prison are 2 different things. You understand? Like, listen, I fuck with Julius Malema. You understand? Like, shout out. But what he done was stupid. What he done was dumb. Like, surely nobody in his team, in his party, could be like, hi, see, I see. This thing that you're doing is not good. It's not a good image. It's not a good picture. It's just bad for you. No one said that. You understand? And let's be honest, guys. Like, we shouldn't now look at politicians as gods or as these idols, because now that's what people are doing. They see Julius Malema, like, you are now fans. You are fans of a politician. Don't be fans, bro. Be supporters. There's a difference. You understand? When you're a fan, the person you are fanning out or the person you are fanning for can do some fucked up shit, but you'll still be a fan. AKA Kanye fans. You feel me? I'm a Kanye fan. I know this. Kanye said some outlandish shit about black people. He supported Hitler, made a song about praising Hitler, who Hitler was very fucking racist, spoke shit about Jews and all that, you feel me? But I'm still bumping his music because I'm a Kanye fan. You don't be a fan when it comes to politicians. Be a supporter. You understand? Support what they stand for. Don't be a fan of who they are. Because when they switch up, you are going to still praise them regardless. And this is what I was talking about 2 episodes ago, where I was saying that voting nowadays is no longer a matter of supporting policies, but instead of who you like the most. No, no, no. Because now you're gonna get white people, or no, 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 no. You're not gonna get white people. You're gonna get black people who like white people, who suck on white cock. Black people who still look at Elon Musk the same way I was describing to you as Tony Stark, as a guy to be like, who still admire Elon Musk even though he's openly racist. Like, the fuck? You feel me? They're now fans of the guy, they're not supporters. When it comes to politicians, please, let's be supporters and not fans. Because now, why are you defending this guy? Why are you defending this? Why are you defending someone who committed a crime? You are twisting the narrative now by saying that they are targeting him, they are silencing him. Yes, he done something wrong. Yes, there is. Yes, let's be honest. Every forum did not lay those charges because they were concerned about the safety of black people in a stadium. Fuck no. They just wanted to see this nigga in prison. Yes, but this nigga did give them a reason to put him in prison. Why? Why? We should not support that dog. He committed a crime. You understand? If it was, it's the same way, when they say praying on someone's downfall, there's always someone, like, you see, when you're in that power, where Julius Malema is, there's always someone waiting for you to trip, waiting for you to fuck up. You understand? And that was his fucker. You feel me? But to what I understand right now, he's not going to prison anytime soon yet. Yes, he was sentenced, but he did apply an appeal, a leave to appeal. So basically, he's out on bail. He's appealing, and appealing can take 5 to 7 years, dog. You understand? So Julius is very much still around. And another thing, dog, we live in 2026. You can't silence someone by sending them to prison. You understand? Like, trust and believe people in prison can also be loud, especially Julius Malema. It's not like back then in back then in 1980s when Mandela was still in prison. That nigga was sent to Robben Island. Isolation, baba. You feel me? Isolation. It's different chats. Talking about chats, let's talk about open chats. Open chats podcast. And there's also another thing I'm seeing, and I'm gonna link it back to the Julius Malema thing. There's beliefs and there's facts. You understand? Like the Julius Malema thing, I laid down the facts for you. You understand? You take the facts as they are, dog. Don't now try and paint narratives that you want people to believe. That's now propaganda. I'm gonna close this chat here. I'm gonna close this chat over here. I want to have this chat with a guest. If you're watching this episode, now, currently I'm in Zambia, Lusaka. I'm in Lusaka, Zambia. That's where I am currently. You understand? I stay in SA, but that's where I am currently. If you're around, if you're in Lusaka, if you're a Zambian, you don't have to be a Zambian. If you're just in Lusaka, if you're just around, dog, hit me up. I want to have this conversation about belief, about what is there. I don't want to have a conversation of whether God is there or not. I want to have a conversation of what should we believe, what can we believe, and what can we not believe. You understand? But other than that, ladies and gentlemen, this has been open for correction. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Ciao.